Assalamu alaikum students. I hope you all are doing well. Students, we are in unit 3, that is customizing a Word document. Okay, we were discussing format pages, and in this topic we discussed the first three things, that is how to insert page break in the document, how to insert section break, and what is the purpose behind section break and page break. Further, we learn that how we can add page numbers to the document. In today's lesson, we will discuss the last two things, that is how to add header and footer in a document, and then we will see that how we can add footnote and endnote, etc. to the document. Further, we will also learn that what is the difference between header and footer and why we use them, and what is the difference between footnote and endnote. We will also discuss these things in this lesson. First of all, add header and footer in a document. Header and footer. A header appears at the top of every page, while footer appears at the bottom of every page inside a Word document. This is the main difference between header and footer, that the header will always appear at the top of every page inside a Word document, and footnote or footer will appear at the bottom of every page in a Word document. Headers and footers contain page numbers, chapter titles, dates, author name, etc. These kind of information that we want to appear on every page in a document, we used to write such type of information in the header as well as in the footer. If you want to appear to make a text or any information appear at the top of every page in a document, we used to write that information in the header, and if you want to appear that text at the bottom of every page in a document, then we used to write it in the footer. The following steps are required for adding header and footer to the document. First of all, in the insert tab, we have to click header or footer, which is shown here in this image. This image is taken from the insert tab. First we have to click on the insert tab, and then inside it we will click on the header or footer to open the header or footer area on a page. We will see it practically in the video, then you will better understand that how you can insert footer or header in a Word document. To create a header, enter text or graphics in the header area, and to create footer, enter text or graphics in the footer area. Okay. When user finish, click close on the header and footer toolbar. So these are simple steps to insert header and footer in a Word document that we will see practically in the video. Okay, now add footnote and endnote. Footnotes and endnotes are added to a document for the purpose to add additional information to the text. So that is the main purpose of footnote and endnote. Sometimes if you want to add some extra information to any word in a document or to any text in a document, so we can add that information, that additional information by using the footnote or endnote option. The following steps are required for adding footnote and endnote. Click or select the text on which the user wants to add footnote and endnote. In the reference tab, click on the footnote or endnote. Here in this image we can see that the references tab is active, and inside the references tab there is insert endnote option, and on the other hand there is also insert footnote option. So both the options are there in the reference tab. So we have to click on it according to our requirement. If we want to insert the endnote, we have to click on the endnote, and if someone wants to insert the footnote to the text in the Word document, so he should click on the insert footnote option. The cursor will move to the end of page or document. Then we have to type the description of the text, whatever the additional information that we want to add to the selected text, we will write or we will type that text in that area where the cursor has moved. Okay, what is the difference between endnote and footnote actually? So Word means MS Word places footnotes at the end of each page and endnotes at the end of the document. This is the main difference between footnotes and endnotes, that the Word places footnotes at the end of each page and endnotes at the end of the whole document. User can change the placement of footnotes and endnotes by making a selection in the footnotes or endnotes. So this is how you can add footnotes and endnotes in a Word document. In the next slide I will display a video in which I will show all these things practically, that how we can add header and footer in a Word document, and further we will see that how we can add footnote or endnote to the text inside the Word document. So let's watch the video. Okay, students, now we are going to perform these two things practically. First of all, I will open a Word document. Now the first thing that we have studied in this lesson, that is header and footer. Now there is no header and footer currently in this document. Nothing appears in the header and nothing appears in the footer. How we can insert header and footer in this document? Go to the insert tab. Inside the insert tab, here you can see the header and footer buttons. First of all, we will see the header, that how we can insert it. See, when you place the cursor on this button, it shows the description of header. It says that headers help you to repeat content at the top of every page. Click on it. Whenever we click on it, it shows different formats of header. The first format, which has a single place for text. Second, it has 3 places, left, right and at the middle, and some other formats are also given. Different styles are given, so you can select any of these styles to insert text at the top of every page as a header. We will select for example, let's say we are selecting this one, blank 3 columns. We are selecting this header. Now you can see that the header appeared at the top of this page. Type here. At 3 places you can type some text. Like for example, here I can type chapter 1. Here I will type hardware basics. Here I can insert the page number or some other things. You can write whatever you want, you can write over here. here Control V. So here I will say 1. So the header is added to this document. If you want to edit, just double click on it and the header will be added. If you want to leave any space blank, so you can do it very easily. Chapter 1 Hardware Basics. Now I have added this header and it will be automatically added to all the pages in this document. See, when I scroll down on every page we can see the same header. That's why we are saying that header is a text which appears at the top of every page in the document. See, that header appears at the top of every page. Same is the case with footer. Here we are having actually two chapters, chapter 1 and 2, Hardware Basics, and software. So this is how you can add the header. Double click whenever you want to leave the header. Double click on the paragraphs written in the page, and if you want to edit the header, so you can double click on the header and it will the cursor will be moved to the header place. Then again double click on the page, so the cursor will be placed on the page. So you can see that the header appears at the top of every page. Further, you can change the font size, and each and every changes can be performed on the header. Like for example, if you want to change the font size, select the text, come here and change it. See, select the text, make it bold. If you want, you can change the color of the text, like if you want to make it blue, so you can perform or apply different formattings to these to the text written in a header, and it appears at the top of every page. Now second, we studied footer. Footer is the text which appears at the bottom of every page. So different formats are given. You can select any of these formats. Like for example, if I am going to let's say I'm going to add this one. See, I have selected this and it is added to every page. Here you can see the author of this document. It is currently written Syed Ishfaq Hussain, but I can change this text to my name. Further, you can change the format, make it 16, color can be changed, make it black, and it can be highlighted with green, make it italic, make it bold. Different formattings can be applied to this text. And it will appear at the bottom of every page. You will observe this. See, the first page, second page, third page, fourth page. At the bottom of every page, the footer is going to be appeared. So this is how you can insert header and footer for representing a specific information at the top of every page as well as at the bottom of every page. So for that purpose, footer will be used. I hope you have understood this thing clearly. Even in books you can see that some of the text appears almost at the top of every page, usually within a single chapter, or some text appears at the bottom of every page within a single chapter. So that in that cases they use the header and footer. Okay, the second thing that we have studied, that is endnote and footnote. I'm going to remove these headers and footers. It's very simple. Go to the header and here you can see remove header. Click on it and you will see that the header is removed from all the pages. Go to the footer and click on remove footer and you will see that the footer is removed from all the pages. It's very simple. The second thing that we have studied in this lesson, that is to add endnote and footnote. Now I told you that endnote and footnote are used to add some extra information to any text inside the document. So for that purpose we will be going to the references tab. Inside the references tab you can see the insert footnote and insert endnote buttons. So whenever we want to add any extra information to any text inside the document, like for example here we have the word see you. Let's say see you. I have selected this word see you. Now I want to add the footnote to this document. As I told you that the footnote will appear at the bottom of this page where this see you exists. See, when I place the cursor on this footnote button, it shows the description which says add a note at the bottom of the page providing more info about something in your document. So it will provide some more information about this CU abbreviation. So when I click on this insert footnote button, you will see that at the bottom of this page the footnote is going to be added with 1, means that this is the first footnote that I have inserted in this document, and the same one will appear with the CU word. So I will add some extra text, some extra information to that word. Control unit, or second I can say part of the CPU. Now this is how you can add footnote. See, when I place the cursor on this CU, it shows that control unit part of the CPU, because that extra information is added as a footnote to this word, and the one also appears with it. When I see that extra information is displayed, it indicates that the footnote which is added on number 1, that is added actually to this word CU, and the text is also shown which is added as a footnote, that is control unit and part of the CPU. Let me add another footnote to another text in the document, like for example RAM. I've selected this text, then I click on this insert footnote button. You will see that it is added on second number, and we will write that random access memory. Random access memory. Further I can see primary memory. So that footnote is added to the word RAM and on second number. So you will see that this 2 will be appeared with this word RAM, and whenever I place the cursor on this word, the footnote that I have added to this word will appear as a result. Says random access memory and primary memory. So this is how you can add footnote. Footnote appears at the bottom of the page. Now the second thing that we are going to do, that is Okay, how we can add endnote actually. Like for example, if I want to add endnote to this word wrong, so select the word and go to the insert endnote. When I place the cursor, it shows the description. It says add a note like a comment or citation providing more info about something in your document. So when I click on it, it will go to the end of this document. See, it is exactly the end of this document. There you can see that it is scrolled down completely and read only memory. For this to say see, it was end of the document where that is added and not is added, and it is marked as 1 Roman. In Romans it is marked as 1. So when I place the cursor, it shows the information read only memory or BIOS, which exists inside the ROM. So this is how you can add footnote and endnote in a document. I think it's very simple. There is no problem in it, so you can easily add footnotes and endnotes to the document. Okay, all of you are supposed to practice all these things practically at your home using Microsoft Office 2013 Professional. You can also use Microsoft Office 2009 and onwards. Those are also having the same layout and having the same options, so you can use any of these, but Microsoft Office should not be older than 2009 Office. So I hope you have understood this lesson very well. Thanks a lot. Take care. Allah Hafiz. Okay students, that's it for today. If you have any question, you can ask me in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe my channel Computation Academy and press the bell icon for more updates. Thanks a lot. Take care. Allah Hafiz.